You guys know what time it is. It's the start of the 2021 NFL season. And we saw on Thursday the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beat the Dallas Cowboys 31 to 29. We saw the Cowboys offense look pretty good in that game. So we'll have to keep an eye out to see if they keep up. So the Cowboys, they at least showed hope for that first game. Will that actually keep up? We'll have to see. Not going to let one game be the judge of that. But I'm not going to talk about the Cowboys and Bucks. You can tell by the title. I'm here to talk about my team, the Philadelphia Eagles. So tomorrow we go on the road to play the Atlanta Falcons, 1 p.m. on Fox 29 here down New Jersey, Philadelphia area. Yep, so here we go. This should be a winnable game right here, our first game of the season against the Atlanta Falcons. I mean, most of our guys are active and they're healthy, and hopefully that can keep up throughout the season. So as long as most of our guys are in there, this should be a winnable game. You get Miles Sanders, guy's jersey I'm wearing at running back. Got him. Boston Scott can take some carries. Definitely get involved the run game more than we did all season last year. Get Miles Sanders in there, let him wear down the defense a little bit. That can be one thing we can do well. Help out. Of course, Jalen Hurts. We got a more mobile quarterback than we have with Carson Wentz. He can move more, so he can make some plays on his feet, similar to a Michael Vick, Russell Wilson type quarterback. You expect him to target Devontae Smith a few times. We saw from Devontae in preseason from the little bit he played. He shows he has the speed. He shows he could make some moves on his routes, like what I'm seeing so far for preseason scrimmage. But now it's the real deal. So I'm expecting Devontae Smith to get some targets. Expect him to at least get 2 or 3 catches in this game. It would be great if he could get a touchdown, do something spectacular this first game. But I'm definitely expecting something from Devontae. Jalen Reagor, or Reagor, however it's pronounced. Jalen Reagor, he might get some receptions too. This so far he's showing that he could at least have some potential through preseason scrimmage. So expect him to get some receptions while he's still hot on their Eagles radar. Or what am I looking to say? While he's still hot and Eagles have hopes for him, expect him to get some receptions. So you definitely get Dallas Goedert will get some reps too. Probably Zach Ertz will get thrown in there a little bit. So we'll get some of those guys thrown in there. Help us out. Get some mix of the pass and the run. Hopefully we can get back to the RPOs. Not sure if Sirianni is going to go that way, but we can definitely get a nice mix of pass and run. That'll help out our offense. Now our defense, most of our D-line is healthy going into this game. Most of it is if we can keep up that way, that can really help out. Because look at the Atlanta Falcons roster. I'm about to pull it up. I'm pulling it up on my screen. I'm reading it to you guys. Okay, so we obviously know Matt Ryan's the starting quarterback. And if we can get some pressure on him, our front 7 guys can get pressure on him, get the guys like Brandon Graham, Derek Barnett. Those guys can get some pressure on him. Ooh, it can be really helpful. It can definitely help us out. Fletcher, Cox, all those guys, we get some pressure on them. It'll make it a lot harder for Matt Ryan to get the ball off. And once he gets the ball off, who does he really have to work with? Because look at the wide receiving core for the Falcons. So we got, I apologize if I butcher his name in advance. Olamide Zacchaeus, wide receiver, Virginia, 3 years. TJ Sharp, went to Massachusetts from Newark, New Jersey. Calvin Ridley, Cordell Patterson can be balanced between wide receiver, kick return, running back. Cordell could make a little bit of noise on them, so we got to watch out for him. Then you got Russell Gage, Frank Darby, Christian Blake. Any of those guys really sound like they could make an impact to you guys? Maybe Cordell Patterson catches an eye. No, so you got the tight ends, mainly Lee Smith, Kyle Pitts. We all know Kyle Pitts. He's advertised to be a potential generational tight end. I was initially high on him going into the draft. He was one of the guys I initially wanted, but obviously we got Devontae Smith instead. But Kyle Pitts, he's definitely someone to, he's going to get some time. He's going to get some looks thrown his way. So he's someone to watch out for. And if he truly is that generational tight end, he's ready right off the bat. He could help out the Falcons a bit. So we got to watch out for him. Look at the O-line. You got Jason Spriggs, Khalid McGarry, Jalen Mayfield, Jake Matthews, Chris Lindstrom. Matt Hennessy, Colby Gossett, Drew Delman. There's nothing really stand out. Falcon defensive line. Okay, maybe Grady Jarrett might be solid. Jarrett could help out a little, but I look at their whole defense. I don't really see anyone through all the positions that's really catches my attention when I read their names. See anybody on that Falcons defense that really catches attention. That's why I think our offense could do well, especially with running in passing game, as I illustrated. It's also illustrated the Falcons through that roster, they don't have much to work with, really, on the offensive side. I mean, Matt Ryan can get the ball off. He could make a few plays. You know, Kyle Pitts, of course. Those are the main two to watch out for. But you get that D-line, those guys, Cox, Graham, Barnett, and those guys, Sweat gets thrown in there, get some pressure. Maybe Kerrigan comes in a little bit and helps out. Maybe rotates. They could definitely help out and get some pressure on Matt Ryan. He's not going to be able to do much. Once they get pressure on Matt Ryan, what are the Falcons going to be able to do? So we get some pressure on him. That'll definitely help us. And we should win this game, all things considering. Like I said, you get a good blend of the run and pass. The guys we have on offense, they can definitely do some work against that Falcons defense. And, especially our front seven, they get some pressure on Matt Ryan, those guys. Oh, yikes. It could be a long afternoon for the Falcons. So we should be able to do that effectively. We should win. Not to mention, we got to revamp secondary. We're bringing Darius Slay back. Give him one more year, see if things go better. Oh, yeah, we got Steven Nelson now in the mix. Yeah. What was this? What's his name off the top of my head? Andrew Adams from the Buccaneers. Right, we got Eric Wilson at linebacker. So we have revamped defense. So we will see. So that should be better than last year's defense. But then again, if they front seven gets the Matt Ryan, it'll make the secondary's day a lot easier. Even then, you look at the Falcons wide receiver. We got Steven Nelson. Big play Slay coming back. Should be better. We got Andrew Adams. Some of these guys back in. What are the Falcons wide receivers mainly going to do against those guys? Those guys play at their best. So this should all way around be a winnable game. If they don't win this game, and all the guys are actually in the game, they know they're not coming out of the game. They're not getting injured every other play. And we still lose. Oh, that's going to be a terrible start to the season. But I'm thinking we could get the dub. Maybe possibly 24-14. Maybe 27-17 possibly. You guys let me know, what do you expect from this game? What are your keys to victory? What do you think the final score is going to be? You guys let me know in the comments section. Have a wonderful day or night. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's just start this season off on the right foot. Get that dub. Nikki Steve signing off.